Took the Berkeley Masterclass.
We changing music. Not playing with y'all, bro. We doing artist development. We doing camps. We going in the hood. We gonna make something new. But everybody is not supposed to make beats. Like, you got people out here making beats. They don't even love making beats. Producer game is saturated. Let's keep it real. We selling beats for $30. No, it needs to be gatekeeping again. Cause why are you posting music nobody's listening to? What the fuck is you doing? I had to put in years, long nights, where I've cried on my girl's shoulder. I've wanted to quit. Music made me question my own life. You know, I have a big vision and need your help because you're going to be one of the biggest lawyers and shakers. Hey, we locked in. Holla at your boy, want a verse. Hey, we doing it. We getting it. We tripping it. We giving it my style and the body, car stop, tipping it. Talking about these things. That's a rap.
Hey, bad habit. You don't miss, bro.
Welcome back to the third episode of the Producer Royalty podcast. This time I had the pleasure of sitting down with one of my biggest inspirations in the music industry, Roc Nation A&R manager Verse. On top of working with Roc Nation's roster, Verse also has his own management company where he works with a really diverse and talented group of artists and producers as well, with his most notable producer client being the super producer ChiChi's. And I genuinely believe that Verse is the epitome of what a producer should look for in their manager. I first discovered Verse in his Producer Grind episode from 2021, I think, and if you haven't checked that out, I would definitely recommend it, especially if you have trouble networking or building connections in the music industry. And I was completely blown away by how analytical he was, but also his seemingly divine ability to understand and read people. And after spending the day with him, I've seen firsthand his abilities to bring out the best in others and inspire them to reach their fullest potential. In the first half of this episode, we mostly talk about finding ourselves creatively and personally and socially, and building a mindset that could really help you stand out in this crowded industry. Then for the second half, we have a really unique conversation that you do not want to miss. We talked about what the music industry is lacking and different ways we can come together to start addressing the issues that the creative communities are facing. Verse and I have some really huge plans to revolutionize the music industry, and throughout this whole episode, we talk about building some type of formalized education system that could really make an impact in the industry. Now, there were some technical difficulties, so you might notice some random skips in the episodes, but I can promise you this is going to be one of the most unique interviews you've seen about music business. So let's get to the episode.
Word. Cool. I'm practicing. I'm opening up for
I was gonna get
Beyonce
and
Jay-Z.
Out my bank account before, so I was like, fuck.
No, these cool. These cool. This made me feel like I had the career I never had before. You know what I'm saying?
If you're not talking to it, I'm gonna just go like this, okay? Because I have this tendency to go like this, like.
Oh yeah, we can't do that.
I did that twice already, bro.
Yeah, you just did it again. You just did it again, and you gotta not edit that out, by the way, because that's a major pause. But we're gonna keep going.
That's why I'm telling you. This is a sign that you're not talking into the mic, all right?
All right, no, or you could do it the other way.
Like
Yo, pause. You know what? I'm gonna start this off in prayer. You know what I'm saying?
So, all right, this is how we started it. I'm not even gonna say welcome. Let's just
and I bet none of your podcasts they started in prayer, right?
No.
None of them, right? Okay, cool. All seriousness, thank you, God, for blessing us with another productive day, another day to be alive. God, we are so grateful to be alive and breathing and be able to do your work and to have fun and to be around passionate people. God, we pray that we continue to grow, we continue to elevate, and anything trying to hold us back is a weapon that cannot prosper against us, God. And we just pray for love, for peace, direction, discernment, knowledge, wisdom, and ability to do what we love and service others ultimately and use us as a vessel. Amen.
Amen. And thank you, God, for bringing us here together. This is a episode and a moment that I've been really looking forward to, and I feel this connection with you, brother. I know that we're on similar paths for the same type of reasons, and I know we care about similar things, and it's just a blessing to be able to just be in this industry in general and be able to find a lane what we are very much passionate about, but to also be able to connect with people who are on similar journeys. So I couldn't be more grateful for this moment, bro, and thank you so much for making this happen. I know you got a busy schedule, so I really appreciate you.
You see my schedule already. You see what I'm doing.
Yeah, and I don't take it as a light feat that you made time for this, brother, so thank you so much.
No, this is a blessing.
Yeah.
This is a blessing. I'm ready to dig deep, dive in, and
we're digging deep, bro.
Whatever you want, I got it.
So firstly, I just want to say congratulations, and there's a lot to say congratulations to you about, but I think the most major thing is celebrating the future birth of your son. So I was watching the video earlier today on your feed with like you guys celebrating the gender reveal, and it was just so the presence that was at your party was just like surreal. There was so many people there, and the energy when the Blue came out and everybody celebrating, like you could feel how genuine and how pure and how much everybody believed that you're gonna be one of the best fathers to ever grace this earth.
That means a lot. Appreciate it. I'm just blessed to come from a great ecosystem of people, and then my girl, she has a great support system. So, I mean, I looked into that while I was like dating her. It was like, I don't date to just date, you know? I feel like your dating is cool, but you should want to be with someone that you could spend the rest of your life with. And like when I meet a woman, like during that time, I was like, and I'm only 20 years old, but I was thinking like, could I see myself with this person? Can I see myself having a kid? Can I see my kids around their family, around their friends? So she's a blessing.
You met her 8 years ago?
Met her 12 years ago.
12 years ago?
Like in high school.
Mm-hmm.
At 16. I'm about to be 28.
Yeah. Damn.
So, you know, God has blessed me with a support system because in this industry, you need it. But that means a lot for you. I mean, you're very detailed. You do your research. That's why you're going to be one of the most outstanding lawyers.
Thank you so much,
we've already worked together.
Yeah.
Obviously.
We
shout out to Adam
Freeman again. Yeah, this is the third podcast in a row. I'm shouting out Adam, but for real, shout out to Adam.
Yeah, shout out to Adam.
Yeah.
You know.
And I really wanted to ask you this too. This is not a conventional question for the music industry, music business type podcast, but it's a very important question. What made you at this point of your life decide I want to have a kid and it's time for that? You know what I mean? And also, how did you know that she was the one for that? Your wife was the one for that?
Do you want the politically correct answer, or you want like the answer that'll be on like Shade Room or something?
Shit, bro. I want you to give the answer that you want the internet to know.
I mean, I was like, this woman is the only woman who has been with me before music. So, you know, I mean, in the music industry, like, I mean, I'm not around like regular people. Obviously I am, but the type of talent I'm around can draw in a certain energy. So you don't want to be around like a woman that's leeching off of you.
Yeah. So that was an important part for you?
It was literally like, obviously she's a great person and come from a great family, supports me. But when it comes down to it, what is our future? What does our future look like together? I just need to go turn my phone off because it's gonna go crazy.
It should go be buzzing, yeah.
Yeah. And but yeah, that was pretty much it. And I was like, man, it's no way it can't be her. Like, only woman to support me through my whole music. I've been doing music going on 7 years. Yeah. Like, and I've been knowing her. She came to me when I was playing college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Driving 3 hours to see me while I was playing small Division I football, AA football. So God puts people in your life, you know, and I haven't been the best. And I've owned up. I made a lot of mistakes. You know, as a man, I've made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
But for someone to love you unconditionally is just, you have to treasure that. No one's going to love you like your mom. No one's going to love you like your dad, like your siblings, like your family. And then, you know, you have some friends closer to you than your own blood. Yeah. So it's like those people who love you unconditionally is the ones you got to hold close. You know, like my brother Shad, you know, I remember this quick story with Shad. I remember I was like struggling to find my way playing basketball. You feel me? And then I was just feeling down. And then I remember we was staying at a hotel, and it was me, Cam, who ended up being a superstar quarterback. And then he was walking. He was like, "Hey, bro," I still remember like he's like, "Hey, I got your back. You know, don't let your head hang down. You're gonna be good. We're gonna roll together." And he said that to me in 2012.
Wow.
You feel me?
Goddamn. Yeah.
So like, I hold people close because now I meet a lot of people through music. Yeah. I mean, y'all could trust you, but
there's a transactional nature to this type of business, obviously, right? And then everybody that you meet at this point.
Right. And then my best friend to this day, ChiChi's, who I've been managing since I've been in the game, you know, like, we've grown. How can you not work with somebody who's seen you before you was in your career choice? and they were still all love for you. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like God gonna send you people. So that's why I'm gonna manage him forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's love. Like, it's just love. And I just happen to be around the right people, and God has blessed me with opportunity
Yeah.
to service others, because that's really all I do is help people for a living.
Yeah,
You know?
I love the way that you articulate your purpose. I think that you say it in some way of you recognize people's innate talent and you really want to shed a light on that and show the world their talent. Something like that. You say it better than I do, but
Yeah.
something like
I mean, ultimately to facilitate their gifts. Is that it? Like, I feel like the world deserves to hear you.
mm-hmm.
I wish I could sing. I wish I could rap. I wish I could make beats. But that's not my superpower. My superpower is to put people in position. And I might even spit a little freestyle. Yeah.
Oh, do you?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But
But-
literally, you know, I work with over hundreds of clients.
Yeah.
So just hundreds of creatives, and
Yeah.
I got the best job. Bro, I'm sitting here 4 o'clock in a nice Airbnb
Thank you.
that you rented out and
Yeah.
shot
Yeah.
for music.
Yeah, and to build off of all this, it seems like your innate gift that everybody recognizes and everybody kind of wants to be in your space now and be able to utilize your. I mean, bro, like you just entering my space, I just feel such at peace and like I'm with somebody who really just is so passionate and caring and loving and supportive. So like, it's
Yeah,
just a
that's
blessing
shout
to
out
be
to
with
my
you.
parents, because like my parents still help me to this day, you know. I talk to them every day. So I bring that peace because I am peace. I don't know hurt or abuse or pain. So it's like, it's hard for me to speak on that because I ain't seen my dad hit my mom, or I ain't seen my parents break up. You know, my dad and mom loved me. So it was like the only way I could pay forward that love that I had that most people don't get is to give that love to other people.
So the other thing I want to congratulate you for, which I just found out is maybe not, this is outdated, congratulations, is the A&R position you got recently at Roc Nation. So I would love for you to just kind of talk about what your role is with Roc Nation right now and how that opportunity wound up kind of presenting itself to you.
So I'm an A&R consultant. So I'm pretty much doing the same thing I've been doing my whole life. Like, I've had my first label job in 2019 with Johnny Shipes at Cinematic, which is now Good Talk. Shout out to my brother Sean Mullah and Katie. But I pretty much find talent, put talent together, create great records. Do it on a consistent basis. You know, I inherited a roster too. So just building with my division of Atlanta, and like setting that cornerstone that, you know, I'm here to service, and we here to make great records. So, but I'm a publisher. I exploit people's copyrights for a living, rights management, and make sure that everything is licensed, registered. You know?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you what that looks like because I noticed it said publishing A&R. So like for you, what does that look like to, I guess, the back end of what you do, just so people have an understanding of what it looks like, because A&Rs do so much.
I run a production company, right? A management company. And then now
the management company is your own, separate
like
from Roc Nation,
and then Verse Management,
Yeah. So Catastrophe is your production company, you would say? Okay, yeah.
Right. And then Verse Management is my management company.
Yeah.
So I had both of those companies like before I joined Roc Nation. And I've managed artists. You know, I managed around like 10 artists. So yes, publishing usually deals with songwriters, and then Roc Nation has a label side which deals with artists. But I mean, the two, they're interrelated. They're both connected, right? So you can't really have one without the other. You know, it's like basketball. You can't really, it's like a home and an away. Like, you got to have people playing against each other. But in this instance, Roc Nation is on the same team. They have a publishing team, you know, and then they have their label team. Yeah. But like any label, it's usually like Warner has Warner Chappell. You know, Sony has like Sony ATV, now Sony Publishing.
For sure. Yeah.
Then you got Universal label side. Then you have like UNPG.
Yeah.
So it's like, I shouldn't use that analogy as different teams, but just saying that you can coexist together.
So what would you? So A&Rs are one of the most high demand, because like people want to become A&Rs probably more than any other role besides
and
being
like,
artists.
It's some of the most used terms. So I'll be like, bro, I did a podcast. I don't know if you've seen that podcast, but I did one with Kyle from Culture Lab. And there was like,
find that shit. I was looking for it.
Yeah, I don't think they posted it. But it was like, bro, you don't even know what you don't even know what an A&R stand for.
Yeah, I know what it is.
You know what it stand for?
Artist and repertoire.
Right. So I'm like, what is repertoire?
Yeah, I have no fucking idea.
So repertoire is your skill set.
Okay, yeah.
What you do well.
Yeah.
What's in your laboratory, what you cooking up. That is literally what separates you from everyone else. So like repertoire, what's in your repertoire?
Yeah.
What's in your gun? What you got that separates you? And then what are those skills that bleed into your artist that make you a great performer, a great storyteller, a great lyricist, a great, moving in live performances, meet and greets, marketing, publishing, video content. Like you could go on and on, radio promotion, sales. It's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot. So what does the path to become an A&R typically look like for you?
I feel like you just gotta be anointed, bro. Like I did not ever want to do this in my life.
No?
Never.
Never?
No, I did not wake up and be like, oh, I want to be an A&R.
Yeah.
It's like I got chosen. And I was like, one day it hit me, I was like, bro, this is like the fastest thing I've ever gotten. Like how I get around Young Thug and Lil Baby.
Yeah.
And Gucci Man,
and
like just so fast. Like, and then I've been playing sports my whole life. I barely got a scholarship. And that's why I'm spiritual, is because I'm making so many decisions. I'm dealing with so many people. There's no way I could do it solely on myself. Like the flesh is some of the biggest lie. You know what I'm saying? So if you lead by flesh, if you lead by emotion, if you lead by anger, and if you lead by how you feel, something's gonna get off balance. But if you lead with purpose but still honor how you feel, you could still use that as weapons. You know what I'm saying? Cause
for sure,
you may make me feel a certain way, but me, like you slapping the shit out of me or I'm slapping you is not gonna resolve anything. But if I know, like, oh, this person made me feel a certain way, like I'm gonna try to avoid them. You know what I'm saying? Or even a better example, some of the best music is written by how you feel. So instead of like gashing out on yourself, just put that energy into songwriting, you know, or into a song, to a creative process. And
you're somebody who's so receptive to energy, and you talk about a lot how you see the best in people. And I would say, right, and if even the worst people, you could learn something from them, right? So
I learn from everybody. Like a dog, I'm learning from this floor. Like standing on business.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
so if you're around negative people, let's say in a studio or really any environment, how do you approach those situations?
It sounds crazy, but I don't get negative energy. Like I repel it, cause like I don't hurt a fly. Like I don't even like. I don't get in fights. Like. I don't like that type of energy. Yeah. You know, and I don't get me wrong, I grew up in Glenwood, Georgia, like on the east side. You feel me? So I'm around certain people. But you gotta realize too, when crimes are being committed and when people have altercations, it's usually from people who they know. And it's from a stimulation that gets somebody riled up and someone's ego gets in the way. Like, bro, you got it with me. You got it. Like, how is this gonna help us 5 years from now? Yeah. Like, my weapon is my voice. Like, it's just my whole point with that is that people usually, when things happen, is like it's always a root of it. So I try to just when you're talking about energy, like what is energy? What is the definition of energy?
You asking me to define it?
You're right.
I would just say something that has a force on anything else that continues in some way. I don't have a
that's my definition too. It's crazy to say that. Like that actual word, force. So to me, energy is a force. For something to have energy, it must have some type of feeling, some type of reaction. Because energy is power, right? So when people is like,
yeah. That's carrying over to me. Like, just looking at you, I feel different, for sure.
Right, like, what are you going to do if...
Yeah.
But then if I do, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Yeah, for sure. It immediately makes me feel a little bit more energized and spirited, for sure.
Because energy is connected to mindset. Mindset is connected to attitude. Attitude is connected to your heart. And then everything else follows.
Yeah.
The body is going to follow the spirit first. Because you get something, inclination in your head that says, I have to say this, I have to do this. You can't just move.
Yeah.
Something has to come through your body, through your mental, biological process. To be like, okay, this is what needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? So the whole point is, I wouldn't say I'm a master of energy, but I pray on it. And then what you've been through comes in here. What you just did subconsciously come in here.
Yeah.
So if you did some fuck shit, it's going to be hard to fake it. Because you're going to feel that energy. So, I mean, that's how you know I'm around, you know, been around. Doctors, prisoners. It's a I don't know how to explain it. It's a vibe.
And building off of that,
because even you, I'm gonna fuck you up real fast.
Fuck me up.
I don't mean to put this on the podcast.
Put it on.
But there's something you've been struggling with as well.
For sure.
And I could see it on, like I could see it on you though. Like
feel free.
It's something that I wouldn't say biting you, but like I don't know if it's a person trying to hold you back. But the career path you doing, someone don't agree with it that you truly look up to. Yeah. And I can feel that. Yeah. Like you almost like feel like you bucking the system, but you're not. You following your heart.
It's something I feel like I have to prove.
But am I right or wrong though?
You're entirely right, and it's one of those.
So
things
how the fuck do I know that?
I think we were talking about it off camera, but either way, I think that it is still a little bit known in my body language for sure. We definitely were, but either way, it's all good. But either way, like I entirely co-sign what you mean, because it is one of those things where I have this type of like I have to prove it to people energy. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, but it's not. We was talking about your parents. I'm not even talking about your parents.
Oh, you're not even talking about my parents?
No.
Okay, but yeah.
I'm talking about like a career choice that is not popular for your culture. Or for how you was raised. But I don't know. You have to talk to me about that. Yeah.
We'll talk off camera about that. But you're definitely amazing. Probably the best at recognizing energy, it seems like. At least like from, but we just met each other, but.
It's God. It's God. I can't take any credit.
Yeah. For sure.
So when I said master, I take that back. It's not me.
Something I struggle with myself is, building off the energy conversation, is that I am also one of those people that loves to spread positivity and let it be. If I think something positive about somebody, if I walk into a room, I want to be the friendliest guy in the room and like make people feel good. Do you ever feel like that should be like that type of energy should be reserved when you're not in the right presence of people? You know what I mean? Like if you're with people that are kind of, not receptive of it.
Yeah. So when I talk to people, I look at a no as a yes. So like some of my best relationships are the ones of assholes and like people who don't fuck with people. Like my closest friends, like even Shad, are introverts. Like they're to themselves.
Shad does not seem like an introvert.
Nah, he's not, because he knows he could play his role. Yeah. As an artist, it's a balance between being introvert and extrovert. Like you literally performing and talking all day. There's times where like you gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to energy, it's just realizing the agenda somebody wants. What's your purpose? Like, don't be wasting my time. Yeah. A lot of people call me just to like get something out of me, but rarely do people call me and be like, "How you feeling?" or like, "How you doing?" But I mean, I'm in the business of service-ship, so it's like if I don't service, I don't perform. Yeah. So it's like it's a two-edged sword. With like, bro, get out your feelings and work. But it is good to have someone check up on you. But hey, I got my girl for that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like that's where she come in. Is like she gives me that love. Because other than that, I'm hustling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you have anything to say to producers specifically, since it's a producer-focused show, that are very much reserved and not the type of guy that's like you talk about how ChiChi is very much somebody that carries himself like an artist and very much like lets it be known that he knows that he has value and he wants other people to feel it. What do you say to producers that are a little bit more reserved and not as confident?
The greats are confident. So if you're not confident, that means you ain't putting the work in. I could sit here and talk because I put the work in. And I have a lot to learn, but you're not going to just out-hustle me. You got to be smarter than me. You got to maybe meet somebody, or you got to but you just not going. My confidence is not gonna be suppressed with my work ethic. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be enlightened. It's gonna be heightened. It's gonna be elevated.
Yeah. So did your confidence come mostly through experience? Like, I've been in this situation before, and like then it transcends into confidence, or is it kind of something that starts and then the experience follows?
I just always been confident.
Yeah.
Like my parents, like I was in a bubble growing up. My dad said I could do anything I want to do. My mom said I could do anything I want to do. So I believe that. Like, so as a kid, I believe I could do anything I want to do. You know what I'm saying? You know the type of confidence that gives you when the people who made you believe in you. So it's tough. Like, that's tough.
That's powerful.
Yeah, it is. So it's like I unconsciously, it came out as arrogant sometimes and egotistical and probably hypersensitive as I was. But it helped me. Like, I don't fear no situation when it comes to like people, because I really want your best interest. Like, if there's a problem, what's your fucking problem? Like, let's figure this shit out. Like, what's your fucking problem? Like, it's stemming from, it's not me. You just putting your energy on me. You put it on how you feel about yourself when you look in the mirror. Because when I look in the mirror, I'm happy. So that's why I also be alone, because like that's when some of your best thoughts come, is when you're alone. 100%. So that's why I like being up at like that 3 to 6 a.m. range.
Yeah, I texted you at 5 a.m. today. I was not expecting you to respond, and you responded right away.
Oh yeah. Like that's like the creative hours.
Yeah,
you know? Like that 3 to 6.
Yeah. How do you schedule your day? Like, how do you schedule your priorities? I said you showed me your phone earlier. It's like it's a million messages. Your day could go in so many different paths.
Yeah.
How do you what guides your decisions each day?
God, like it sound like.
It doesn't sound crazy, but
it's like I write my priorities and my goals every day.
So are you very much deliberate? Like this, you're analyzing specifically, this is the reason why this decision will make me get closer to this goal, or like how do you decide that?
I prioritize who are my top 3 people, and then I work in threes. So I don't know if you heard the 369 method by Nikola Tesla.
Can you break it down a little
so
bit?
So it's pretty much that things happen in threes, literally. But to me, that stems from when you talk about, I don't know your religion. What's your religion?
A little bit all over the place.
All over the place, right? So just take Christianity. Not saying that's for you people out there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, what are the 3 things they say? Like what?
You're asking me?
Yeah. What are the 3?
I don't want to be the one that articulates that. You could articulate that better than I can.
So you have the Father.
Yeah.
You have the
about
Son.
The Trinity. Yeah.
Holy Trinity. What does Trinity mean?
Yeah.
What is Trinity?
Trinity is 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Father, Son, Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
So, how many people it took to make you? Literally. How many?
3.
Right. But how many people it took to make you though?
2, you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
And then you are what?
The 3rd.
Right. And then what is the strongest? I know I'm getting left, but just hear me out. What is the strongest shape?
Strongest.
Yeah. I said strongest.
No, I just stuttered.
What's the strongest shape?
I don't know. Strongest. I don't know what you would mean by that.
What's the 3-sided shape?
Triangle.
What did the Egyptians build?
Okay. Got you.
You feel where I'm going?
Yeah, sure.
So like I'm going deep left.
Yeah.
But things happen in 3s. If you like a song, like Rihanna, Wild Thoughts. Wild thoughts. Wild thoughts. What do you think about? Like every hook, right? Why do they call it a hook? Because you really has to have some type of repetitive structure to it for you to remember it. Like Glorilla, I'm F-I-E-E, you know what I'm saying? You could do, I like girls I do adore. Like, we're humans. We don't really like complex things. We want to be simple. We want to be easy. We want something that's going to progress our thinking, but we don't want something that's going to like, we just got to sit there. And that's why battle rap has went out a little bit. Because nobody just want to sit and be like, whoa, what the fuck? Yeah. Which is cool. Because really, that's the essence of rap, is battle rapping. But we done got so lazy and got so technological focused that we're missing the essence and the grain of what music really is, which is collaboration, storytelling, like true art. That's why you're artist.
Yeah.
Like what is the art?
Building off of that, so I love how you said that producers need to be more like artists.
Oh yeah,
right?
that was the whole question.
That
I went left.
Facts, but I also wanted to bring it back there. We didn't focus it on that.
Right. To say that with producers is you need to work on your craft. You need to figure out who you are and where you fit in the puzzle. Because no offense, everybody can't be a superstar. It has to be some type of capitalistic order, which is sad, but it's like everybody can't be great, bro. Everybody can be great in their own right, but everybody is not supposed to make beats. Like you got people out here making beats. They don't even love making beats.
Yeah.
Like when ChiChi, he in love with making beats. He would not go to sleep. Cause that's what we said. We don't have a planned fucking beat. Like I quit my job for this. I put my last dollar on it. Still would to this day. For the last 5 years. Like, this is my life. And I love it. And I'm only gonna be around people with your type of energy who take it that serious. Or you can't get around me. It's like a boundary I had to learn.
Yeah.
Cause you know what I'm saying?
1,000,000%. So for you, I know you talk about a lot how you cut off people who weren't necessarily in music, and that's something that I'm in the transitionary part for me too. I know I kind of have to do that at this point because my life, there's just so I want to leave space for people.
I'll take that back though. I'll be saying some wild shit.
Yeah, you take that back? I've been sitting on that, bro. I've been thinking about like, fuck, I gotta find a way to transition.
But when I say that, it's like, don't cut people off who do music, but it's like.
Who don't do music.
Why are your friends your best friend? Who are your best friends in high school? Who are they?
Yeah, who are they? You want to say their names?
Yeah, say their names.
Ryan and Alex. And
my real name's Ryan. Shout out to Ryan.
Facts.
But what high school did they go to?
They went to Walter Panis High School.
What high school did you go to?
Walter Panis High School.
My whole fucking point.
Yeah. So what is your point though? Isn't there?
You're gonna be around
point?
people you're around.
Yeah.
Those gonna become your friends.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm not gonna. My top 10 people I talk to gonna be in music because I'm giving my life to, like, a part of my life. I give my life to God, but I give it part of my purpose to music. Yeah. Does that make sense now?
1,000,000% that makes sense. Yeah, if you simplify it like that, like you don't necessarily have to. Well, I mean, I guess doesn't that come down to because your whole life you try to just surround yourself in the music industry and completely endorse yourself in that?
It just happened. Yeah. And then ultimately, all these texts are from music people. Yeah. Because I do music. But I mean, I have a couple friends in tech and AI, but that's the cool thing about having friends is that I want the friends who are masters at their field now. Yeah. Like I'm a professional A&R. You know, I want to be around people who I can learn from. Mm-hmm. You know?
Like I feel like this for sure, that everybody who's in my close circle and who I consider one of my good friends has to be better than me at something. Like there has to be something I could like learn or gain from you in some way.
I'm usually the dumbest with my friends. Like they'll tell you. Like I ask questions.
But you're so inquisitive that doesn't.
Because I ask questions. I don't care what people think.
Yeah. So I'm sure that takes you to a point where you're the most all around type of person. You know what I mean? Does that make you?
I mean, I don't know.
Are you a specialist?
I guess I need a special what?
A specialist.
Like networking.
Yeah. People. Yeah. That is a strong one. So that's something I wanted to build off of too as well, is that your phone is just so cluttered with stuff going on all the time. And like for me, I'm trying to transition away from like really being so responsive in that space. Yeah, that's tough. Do you feel like it limits your creativity to always be kind of balancing all these people?
I think saying it limits your creativity is an excuse. I think if anything, I get more creative. Cause if I'm talking,
get in deep flow, you don't think?
Yeah.
Like,
no,
that's what I've noticed.
Because that's why I wake up early though. Okay. So I have that time to myself. And I work out. Yeah. I turn my phone off when I work out. I don't. It's only like 5 people that could call me when I'm working out. Because that's my time. Like, how am I gonna give my time away if I don't appreciate my own time? So it's like making intentional time for yourself is key. Like, I've worked out. I'm a sports. I come from sports background. Been working out my whole life. If I don't work out, I start going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I wake up early, pray, read the Bible, and then whatever religion you are, you know what I'm saying? Like, But you need some. We're structural human. We're structurally set. You have 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 nose, one. We're a spitting image of each other. Like God made us intentionally. So it's like you got to have some type of structure in your life.
Mm-hmm.
That's why basketball, you got 4 quarters, 2 halves. You got 3 points. You got 6 points. What going back? You know what I'm saying? Football, 3 points,
Yeah.
6 points. Basketball, you got a 3-pointer. You know, with stuff like that is I come from a place of structure.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you feel like you ever spread yourself a little bit too thin with all the
definitely.
creatives that you put out?
People tell me that. Like my closest friends tell me that.
How do you approach that as a manager? When you have all these
it's
acts that you want to work with,
right? Because there's so many talented people, and then people be like, "Don't spread yourself thin." Well, how the fuck you gonna find somebody new? That's how I look at it.
How are you gonna invest in the people that you're already working with?
How these labels got hundreds of artists. They obviously think they should talk to people.
Yeah.
But it's like, but that's why I learned I have a tribe now. Like, it's certain people I want to build up, and then I bridge a gap like a tree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I have priorities. I had this artist, this producer, then I had this artist, this producer, this artist, and this producer, because it's only like 5 people who going to get my time every day, like client-wise. You know, 5 to 10. We're actually more than that. 5 people from personal clients, and then usually like, obviously Roc Nation is. I'm not talking about Roc Nation. I'm talking about like my management company.
Yeah.
Obviously Roc Nation got pulled. Whatever they need, I got them. You feel me? Like they giving me a big opportunity, and you know we're gonna make Roc Nation already. Roc Nation don't need me. They got you feel me? But I know I can add value and take it another level. That's a fact. Cause Atlanta's my city. You know what I'm saying? So that's my goal, is like put Atlanta next to Cali, which is already about to be Black Hollywood, but where we're actually having companies and offices out here and buildings. You know, it's about to be so big in the next 3 to 5 years. You know, I have a big vision, you know, and need your help.
Yeah. Because
you're going to be one of the biggest lawyers and shakers, because I see it in you. Yeah, but just learn to get some sleep, bro. I can tell you tired.
I'm a little spread thing for sure. I'm a little focused, but I've been excited for this, and you have not like disappointed my expectations at all. Like
no,
I'm really just focused on this moment for sure, bro. Thank you.
I'm gonna exceed expectations,
as I'm sure you always do.
Nah, not all the time. If you met me 10 years ago, you'd be like, bro, you need some work, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. See, going to that a little bit too. So one thing that you mentioned on the Producer Grind interview is that you made the mistake, I guess maybe it was 5-10 years ago, that you didn't get your LLC and your taxes set up at a certain point. So that wound up, you know, leading to you said $100,000. So I am a little interested on what that looked like for you, and if you could articulate how that could be avoided for people.
Yeah, I just know this is like a real game. Like, it's a game, but it's a real life game. Like, playing with numbers. That's why I told you about the numbers. Is you just got to be on top of it. Now I have a great business manager. I didn't have a business manager at the time.
Yeah.
So now I have a great business manager, Justin Carpenter.
So what's that look like for you?
I have a
like,
great
what
lawyer.
Does he handle with that?
Now I have a great lawyer. I didn't have a lawyer at the time.
Yeah.
Ariel Brooks. And literally, your lawyer and business management can like wipe out your problems.
Wipe out your problems.
Literally.
Yeah. So what would you look for in a lawyer?
Someone who has great follow-up, someone who's trustworthy, someone you could trust. Obviously, that's what trustworthy is, but
great follow-ups for sure. Ariel is super on top of everything.
Yeah, she's the GOAT. Without her, I wouldn't be here. But for a great lawyer, it's like someone who's on your team who will pitch for you, even when you don't feel like hitting, you know. But they'll go up the bat for you. I'm so blessed because, like, that's how God is so real, because, like, I went to high school with my lawyer.
Wait, you went to high school with Ariel?
Yeah, who could say that?
For real? Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, I looked up to her.
Yeah.
Like, she was, like, the captain of the cheerleading team at my high school.
Really? Oh, shit, that's crazy.
She was hard. Like,
yeah.
I was like, who that girl always bump, like, loud. And just, you should see when she cheerlead, it's like the whole gym stopped for
really?
her. Yeah, so I was like, wow. And I'm just luckily, like, my dad taught her, too. Like, this is my real sister, like, big sister. So shout out to Ariel Brooks. Without you, I wouldn't be here.
That's crazy. Do you have enough time
And
to
then,
keep it pushing for a
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
And shout out to Melita Rice. She helped get my job at Roc Nation. That's my mentor. So I have only like couple. So I shout out to Melita Rice.
I love how many shout outs you give in your interviews, bro.
Melita Rice, Ray Daniels, Rico Brooks, Andrew Gold, my boss at Roc Nation. He was an amazing human being, one of the smartest people I've ever met. The way he's able to do 4 or 5 things at once. And then I'm getting real close with Miss Michelle Bell, my other boss, like VP of Creative. And then shout out to Destiny. And then Mel. It's only like 4 or 5 of us.
Yeah.
For Roc Nation Publishing. So I'm blessed to be around a great team. And shout out to them.
So for you, another thing that's really valuable that I feel like you shared is that time is the only real currency that we have. Right?
It's it.
Yeah.
Really time don't even exist if you want to get deeper.
Let's keep it like surface level deep. Something that's like kind of applicable to people.
It's crazy. Destiny calling me now. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, you wouldn't believe this. I'm doing a podcast right now, and I just said your name. I was like, shout out to Destiny, and you literally just called me. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. When it come out, I'm going to show it to you.
All right, goodbye. Hit me up after.
I'm going to hit you right after. All right. That's energy. Energy. What you speak in the universe will come to you, so be careful with your mouth.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Shout
So
out to Destiny.
you just mentioned a whole bunch of people that you're always learning from and always continuing to grow. So what is like something right now in your life that you're focusing on learning and developing? So either a skill or an area of
being a
knowledge.
better communicator, being more strategic, being organized, and like just cleaning my room. Like the simple stuff, like making my bed, just washing my hair.
Yeah.
Like self-love. I'm big on self-love.
That sounds like one of those things where you've invested in all these areas of your life that are kind of like, the very important things to do. And then now you're at the point where it's like now you're just optimizing all the little things, right? Maybe a little bit. Like
the small stuff are the big. The small stuff is the biggest stuff because that tree was once a seed.
Yeah.
You feel me? That fruit was once a seed. Us was once a seed, which is this.
Yeah.
So you can't play big. You got to play small first. And small is big.
Yeah. Huh.
Damn. It's crazy.
This interview has gone like a lot more like this than I expected it to, but
I
I'm
ain't
so
gonna lie,
happy
I've
for
got
it.
so much more smarter since my last interviews.
Yeah.
I look back at them, I was like, you spitting gems, but like
you can always clean up kind of the
everything.
Of
These
it
old
and
interviews,
and
if like 3 years from now, I'm gonna look at this and be like,
yeah,
the fuck was I saying? But like, you get my spirit.
A million percent.
You know what I'm saying? At least you can feel my attention. I'm coming from good attention.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
1,000,000%. I really try to thrive
and
off
then,
of intentions. And
shout out to Shy Lou, gonna be one of the biggest artists.
Yeah.
Great pen game. You feel me? Valdosta, Georgia. You from Valdosta, right? No, we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. But shout out to Shy.
I know you got a lot going on today, and there's so much more that we can continue talking about.
No, we gotta hit a couple more things though. Come on.
For sure.
Yeah, I feel
definitely.
it.
I didn't really get into too much into the
come on, it's
producer side of
5:25.
the industry.
So come on.
How long we got?
No, we good. Don't think about it. I'm in a good mood.
Cool. So
you good?
Let's get into producer payments. This is something we were talking about a lot before. So we were talking about potentially creating some type of system, and let's think out loud here for a second. Like there are the issues.
Yeah, let's talk business. We ain't talk business.
Nah, not really. So if you had to articulate key problems in the producer community that could be addressed by the industry in general and by us as well.
I just feel like why is there black box royalties? Like why has somebody only got 3 years to collect their payment? You're literally showing you it's for the system. Like I don't care if that song was written in the 70s. If the copyright is wrong, the producer should be able to go back and get their money. Like it should be stacked up.
Yeah.
Why does it gotta go? Like how does it go to y'all if you literally are not the owner?
Yeah, because that's how the system works.
I mean,
if
technically
it's not collected for 3 years, it gets refunded.
But that's the
back
thing
up to
is
the top.
though, I'll take that back. They are the owner because that's why you sign in a paperwork. So
by they, who do you mean?
Like whoever you doing the
labels?
producers doing the advance with.
Mhm.
I don't want to say the L word, but whoever, the company, because I love labels.
Okay.
I work for a label. I love labels.
Yeah.
And I play both sides. But why are y'all taking their money? And like what?
Yeah.
So it would be black box royalties, and then it would be advances. Like the music business is the only business where you have to wait. You have to ask for your money.
Yeah.
Like other people, you got payment plans and systems.
Yeah.
Of
And
you gotta
that's really the issue.
like it's
at this
hard
point.
to get your money, and then the royalties are everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you have
all these different
so
type of
many
royalties.
different type of royalties. You got
Yeah.
synchronization royalties. You got performance right royalties. You feel
Mechanical
me? You
royalties,
got
sound
mechanical
exchange
royalties.
master royalties.
Yep. Sound
yeah.
exchange,
Yeah.
master. You got TV, commercial,
Yeah.
ringtones. Even.
So I try to think. So when I talk to people who are outside of the music industry or first getting into music industry, they ask me like, why is this system like this? And I guess a lot of it does come back down to like the history of it, the space where it's like, all right, so originally the workflow of it initially was like sound exchange didn't exist. There wasn't no non-interactive streaming before. So now it's like this is a new thing that got integrated recently. And then, there was mechanical royalties before because that made sense when things were getting like pressed onto things. So like it is a weird thing to kind of counteract now. And I don't know necessarily how to
streaming has
it.
to change.
Streaming has to change it, you think?
Yeah, because
like the way it's divided.
I've brought this book. This is a great book.
Yeah.
But like you literally have to keep reading this book or
Yeah.
you going to it's like a Bible for real.
Yeah.
But like I won't put it next to the Bible, but
Yeah.
it's like the music industry textbook.
Yeah.
So it's like it's basic stuff, but if you don't know how to apply it, it's useless.
Yeah.
Like I could read a book on how to shoot a basketball all I want.
Mm-hmm.
But put you on that court, that shit go out the window.
Yeah.
So it's like you got a lot of professionals who don't even read books because they live it. You got a lot of professional basketball players who never read a book on basketball.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a book at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But you got book smart people are made fun of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Street smart people, they get book smart people every time.
Yeah. Huh.
So it's like you got to get in the field, bro.
Yeah, because it's like there's so many chapters in this that you don't, in so many roles in the industry will never actually encounter in their life. You know what I mean? Like there's
You gotta get in the field.
Yeah.
You gotta get in the field.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be. How you gonna be a general if you never been a soldier? So that's why I do try to make beats or try to song write, and cause how I'm gonna help an artist if I never
Mm-hmm.
try to be an artist.
Mm-hmm. So how do you feel like, so building off of this, my first merch line that we're building with Producer Royalty is producers are artists too. Is there anything that you could think of? Do you like that, first of all? Let me ask you.
It could be better.
All right.
Producers are artists too.
Yeah.
Producers are the new artists.
Producers are the new artists? Okay, sure. I fuck with that. I definitely fuck with that. Are the new artists. But they've always, I kind of want to stand on that they've been artists this whole time. You know what I mean? They are
but
creatives
they
in a
weren't looked
sense.
at as that.
Yeah, so they are the new artists, and yeah. Well,
I feel
mean,
like
maybe debatably
like
2 decades ago they were
Yeah, when they
Dr.
was
Dre
getting
was kind of looked at like an artist, and
200,000 a track.
Timbaland and all that.
But producer game is saturated. Let's keep it real. We selling
Yeah.
beats for $30.
Yeah. So let's think out loud a little bit about how we can make education more accessible for the music industry, but I guess specifically producers is what I'm mostly focused on.
I feel like people just need to pick up real instruments and learn an instrument. Like everything don't gotta be click, 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 click. Like go study a new sound. If you go to music across the world, get new inspiration. Everybody is comfortable, but that's why it's only 1 to 5% of people really making money off music, because those people are willing to be the trendsetters. It's a statistic that says 85% of people are followers. But then when they say only 10% of people are leaders, then when you look at who actually make money from labels, it's only 5%. It go hand to hand.
Yeah.
People are following people.
Yeah.
When you go to a church, there's a leader. When you go to the school, there's a principal.
Yeah.
When you go to the prison, there's a correction officer. There has to be a leader.
Yeah.
That's how we're set up.
Yeah.
There has to be a president. So it's everybody can't be the president. There's more people in the Secret Service than there is the president, but they work for the president. You know what I'm saying? So
For sure. So bringing
like,
that to
so to me, it's like if you want to be great, you need to separate yourself. And how do you do that? You got to be different.
I feel like there's so much of a hole in the market in the education space where it's like I don't even know how different people would have to be. I think if we took like the masterclass type of format and we just kind of consolidated it into chapters, so it's literally like
I got all the game
and host it by different people. Like for
these
instance,
labels,
you could
they're gonna pay me a lot of money
for
to
sure.
consult.
And imagine just some type of course
we
that
coming.
Because Berkeley College, I took the Berkeley Master's.
We changing music
1,000,000%. Like it is such
not
a
playing
hole
with y'all, bro. We changing music. We doing artist development. We doing camps. We going in the hood. We going in the suburbs. We about to find everybody. We getting talent. We gonna make something new. My bad.
Nah, bro.
Real fast, bro.
We need to emphasize that because
you seen that P Diddy thing?
Yeah.
What can I do?
Yeah, nah. I think about that all the time, bro. You have those moments?
What?
Hell
I'm
yeah.
throwed off. I told you that.
Yeah.
You gotta be throwed off to do music.
Yeah.
Right. I ain't getting no. Oh, you said yes, just in another way. Well, you said yes, right?
Did I say yes?
Yeah.
I said yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no no's.
There's no no's.
There's only yeses.
What do you mean by that?
There's no no's.
I can't really see how that plays out.
You're not finna tell me I can't do something, nothing.
That's what
you
you're
can't even tell me I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Why? Because you said it. I'm just go this way then until they boom, boom.
Yeah.
Then boom.
So it's time to consolidate a bunch of efforts and actually put together some type of formal education type of system that at least makes the how to collect your money.
It needs to be
part.
it needs to be gatekeeping again.
Why?
Like to a certain extent.
In what way?
Like, you think I could just dribble a ball and go play for the Hawks right now?
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Hell no. You got to go through college. You got to go through training camp. You got to go through pro combine. I could now release a song that's going to be next to Drake. Nobody would never hear it, but it's on the same platform as Drake. You can't say that about any other professional. They don't have all the same. You can't just get a bullshit film and put it on Netflix. It has to go through screening. So music has to be screened again.
Okay.
I feel like it should be separated. Like it should, but that's why they're starting new artist-centric models, where if you're not reaching a certain stream amount, you're not gonna count. I love it.
You love that?
Cause why are you posting music nobody's listening to? What the fuck is you doing? And that's what's gonna go viral. Cause niggas need to hear that shit. You feel me?
But why separate them? Why can't they?
Because
be in
you're
the
not
same
developed.
part?
If you're dropping music and no one's listening to it, you're tripping. You're bugging. Bill Gates said for every dollar he had, half of it is going to marketing. Mm-hmm. So you just doing half. It's like you want to make a baby and don't want to do nothing for the baby. That don't make no fucking sense.
So what about the people who actually do the 0.001% that actually do go viral off their third song, and it's just kind of like, how do you feel about those situations?
They did their job. They did something
their
different.
job. Yeah. Okay.
They did something. Like you got to do something to get attention. They did something. They figured out a loophole. But then you have one-hit wonders who you do one song and then you never hear from them again. So it's like that's where producer development in the school come in. Mm-hmm. It's like people need to know. If I have a show, I'm not going to come to my set not knowing what songs I'm performing. Yeah. It needs to be a system. Yeah. So I just got off the phone with an artist named Sin. Samara Sin is going to be a superstar. Super talented. And when I tell you she got her shit together. Yeah. Because she thinks about it. Mm-hmm. You know. Another one. Prince Charles, superstar.
I'm trying to just picture
and watch
how
these
it
names.
Like. We fought so long to go against the traditional gatekeeping that goes into it.
Yeah, but it's not gatekeeping. It's not gatekeeping. Yeah. It's like just controlling. Like you got to pass certain tests.
Who decides?
Like when you go to the Army,
yeah. If
you're running a 20-minute mile, you might as well take your ass back home. Mm-hmm. Like we're the only business that does that where you could just drop with the bigs. Like it don't work like that. Okay. Like there has to be some type of. If I go to a private school, can't just go to private school. They're gonna interview the fuck out of you and be like, what is your credentials?
It's so tough with art though.
I could
can't
not
picture
go
what
to
it would be
Roc
like.
Nation and just say I want to be an A&R for Roc Nation.
Yeah.
I had to put in years, long nights,
Yeah.
where I've cried on my girl's shoulder. I've wanted to quit. Music made me question my own life. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is deep and dark. Like, you got to go through shit, bro. You got to go through shit to appreciate it. And we're going to continue to go through stuff. But the position that I'm in, I'm grateful for it, and that God has allowed me to help others. So let's go do that. Because we at least know you're in law school. You know how hard it is to go to law school? To pass the bar,
Yeah.
the LSAT,
Yeah.
the last year where they weed you. Bro, you're not regular. Law school, you can't just be a lawyer.
Yeah.
So how can you just be an artist?
It's art.
Right, but
It's
everyone
less
agrees rap is 40% down. It's not art. It's copy and paste and mumble.
Yeah.
We've had the same 3 rappers that ran the game.
Yeah.
And what are they? Who are they? You know them.
Lil Baby.
No, you
J.
tripping. You
Cole,
tweak out. Okay.
the Drake
J.
and
Cole,
Kendrick.
okay,
You don't put Lil
exactly.
Baby up there?
No,
Lil
I'm
Baby
talking about the
Alright,
same
fair
3
enough.
artists who ran the game the last 10 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Same 3.
Okay.
And
Kendrick,
been
I assume,
nobody
is your third?
coming in that triangle.
Yeah.
Another 3.
Yeah.
But
okay, all right. So so you're focusing a lot on the creative aspects of it. But
we're going to
I'm
have
definitely
fun
still
posting
thinking-
these reels.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. This is the most interesting podcast I've ever hosted, bro. This has just been so much. Editing for this is gonna be insane. I don't know who I'm paying to edit this, but he's got a lot of work to do. So
You're going to
But
like
yeah,
editing
we-
this. You're going to like it.
you don't like it, not the audio part. But
And then, man, I just want to say thanks for having me. Is there any final questions? I have to go to a panel.
final questions is
Shout out to Kenny Cole. Shout out to Jason Reddick. And shout out to Juju McLean.
say less. So I'm gonna host some type of panel, masterclass, course situation where we put together experts on different topics. And my question to you is, what topic would you like to host? Area of expertise topic.
I mean,
Like-
producer, publishing, songwriter, artist development,
Mm-hmm.
mental development. I got a degree in psychology
Mm-hmm.
because I like studying how people think.
Yeah.
Like
Fit into
I
so
was
many
born
areas.
to do this, bro. Like that's why I'm able to move like this.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna
Because
find
I'm here to
ways-
help. Like put me last. Literally put me last because I'm going to put myself first. That's another bar going over y'all head. That's another bar. Put me last because I'm going to put myself first.
My bro, I appreciate you so much for pulling up on me.
And
bro.
God
It does
bless
it-
you, bro.
God bless you too, man.
Hey, we locked in. Holla at your boy, want a verse. Hey, we doing it, we getting it, we tripping it, we vibing it, we giving it. I'm style in the body, car style,
Yo,
but
this
tipping it. I'm just
crazy, bro. I appreciate you so
sitting
much,
and I
bro.
came out talking about these things. That's a rap.